Welcome to my channel, William, your coach on Hammer in the Air. Pleasure to have you in this new training video, where we will row together for 21 minutes. 3 training blocks. First, warm up. Then, it's going to be intense, I guarantee it. Let's start. First minute and quarter slides. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Quarter slides, tiny bit of leg. So here we have a whole first warm-up block that will last a total of 7 minutes. We will really need it to be able to maintain the intensities of blocks 2 and 3. In this initial segment of our warm-up routine, we gradually increase the heart rate to prepare the body for more intense physical activity. Bring the handle slowly and carefully to your body. Lightly touch your chest, gently. Without ever hitting the body. It's super important. We're here to do ourselves good, not harm. Quite often, there are very often people who come out of their rowing session with a huge red mark under their chest. This is not necessarily a very good or significant indicator and can be concerning. We move to half. Now half leg. It reminds me of when I was younger, when I was 15, to see another coach. That we had really pushed hard in a rowing boat training session. We would rub just below, there above the ribs, below the pecs, to say, look, we really pushed ourselves, we worked hard today. But well, he wasn't so easily fooled. We keep the pressure on the heels in half slide. The heels do not definitely lift off the foot bar. We still have a surprisingly ample amount of space to fully extend and bend our legs comfortably without any restrictions. Something we will do in just a few moments, precisely in exactly 5 seconds, approximately, give or take. Attention, please kindly this one, full range. In terms of intensity, here, we stay very measured and controlled. The goal is really just to warm up and prepare our bodies before blocks number 2 and number 3, which are going to be much more intense and challenging. We want to ensure that we are properly warmed up to handle the increased intensity and difficulty of the subsequent blocks. So, everyone should be able to complete this type of session in the medium term. If you can't keep up with me until the end of the training, it's okay. You will most certainly be able to do it again without any sort of difficulty. However, know that if you manage to finish this session with me, then you already have a really good level on Hammer indeed. And then, the game is to look at the total distance covered and try to improve that distance. You can let me know in the comments the distance you cover. Makes me happy. Let's move on to legs only. Also, it is crucial to understand that it is very important to note that depending on the rowing exercise equipment you use, the distances cannot be compared to each other, and therefore, the calculation algorithms are not the same. So for example, the rowing machine I usually use is the reference for distances, but this rowing machine isn't even consistent with the practice of rowing on water. For example, when I follow boats on the water in a motorized canoe, I noticed that rowing boats, even the collective ones, move slower than a person alone on their rowing machine. So, in general, rowing machine performances are often quite over-exaggerated indeed. In reality, it would take you much longer to cover 1,000 meters, for instance. For example. Next, we will alternate between legs only and legs back. Now, 1 stroke legs only, 1 stroke legs back. So here, the difference must be clear. If you're new to Hammer, it's difficult to grasp this type of movement breakdown. But don't worry. By following me on Hammer, you'll understand it well and manage to get through it. For all those who already have some advanced techniques and skills climbing on a wall, you know and understand the essential sequence between the leg-only moves where the shoulders stay in front of the hips and the leg back moves where there is an opening, a body shift at the end of the movement. This body shift is a gradual movement process that slightly involves the transition before the arm bend. That's absolutely perfect. The arm stroking, truly indeed great. In 5 seconds, we will switch to long strokes at a rate of 18. Now, the last 2 minutes of the warm-up are dedicated to long strokes. This first of the 2 minutes, which is crucial, sees us rowing at a steady and consistent pace of 18 strokes per minute. The second minute we will be at approximately 20. Then we will move directly to block number 2 with a bit of intensity, without any break, slightly. It's not bad. Lower your shoulders right away, immediately. The heart starts to speed up gradually and gently. The lungs open up and send more oxygenated air to the muscles, which will allow us to endure more efficiently over a period of time. Great. In approximately 5 seconds, we switch to a pace of about 20 strokes per minute. Now 20 strokes per minute. Great, we're here. We have approximately about 50 seconds of warm-up left. So here, don't necessarily try to pull much harder because right at that moment, you should feel your heart rate notch up. Just because we definitely have less time for recovery on the return, less absolute amount of precious moments to recover and catch our breath. Great. And block number 2, we continue with 1 minute at a cadence of 24 SPM, 30 sec recovery, and we will increase like this up to a cadence of 32. Seconds. Please get set and ready. Attention. Now please attention. Cadence 24 strokes per minute. We're there. Entering block number 2. Entering the real work of this session. Very well. Imagine there are thousands of us rowing together as a team, rowing in unison, rowing in perfect harmony. Let's envision thousands of us rowing together side by side in unison, in harmony, all as one, all together. That's exactly what's happening at this very moment in time. Right now. Right at this moment. That's absolutely perfect. Your performance is excellent. Keep up the great work and continue striving for excellence. Next, we go up to a cadence of 30 seconds of recovery. Am I wrong now? That was a little scare. So, this recovery needs to be active, meaning we row during the recovery. On the other hand, we significantly reduce the intensity in a significant manner and slowly in a gradual way. Great. Another 20 seconds and we move to a cadence of 26. You'll see that gradually it will get tougher. Speed up the wheel. Now. Cadence 26 strokes per minute. Keep going, you're almost there. Just a little more effort is needed. Stay strong and continue pushing forward. We're there. It's absolutely perfect. Excellent indeed. And let's keep it up. Great, let's keep this up for a little while, for a minute. Great. Accelerate the movement well with a handle that touches the body without hitting, as we mentioned at the beginning. There, the heart rate has reached a plateau. We are working on building resistance in our training. And now stop. Take a brief moment for recovery. This phase is essential for your overall progress. I genuinely hope that everything is going well and smoothly at home. I also trust that everyone is in not bad. Make sure to note the total distance you cover, both in your personal training log and in the comment section below. Next, set your cadence to 28. Now, maintain a cadence of 28 for 1 full minute. This will help you track your progress accurately and ensure you are meeting your training goals. I am quite curious to know exactly which rower you are currently using and exactly what distance you have covered in total. Please make sure to remember to mark both the rower and the distance covered. You're doing well. Keep it up. The cadence of 28 is good. For those who might have difficulty keeping up with the higher cadences, it is possible to slightly reduce the range of motion. For those, bend your legs a little less. And you know very well that it will be a perspective of progression for you. It's not a big deal at the beginning to bend your legs a little less. The key is to make progress, and gradually you will be able to follow me with your full range of motion. In this scenario, it will be a sign of progress. You can give yourselves a round of applause. Great, let's recover. Oh, great! 30 seconds of recovery, but keep the range of motion during the recovery. Even if the intensity itself is reduced to the minimum, we maintain the range of motion. Even if it is reduced to the minimum, we maintain the range. Here you see we do 1 minute of effort, 30 seconds of recovery, so we have 50% of the effort time in recovery, and you will see that in the third block, it will only be 25%. Let's speed up cadence 30 now. All right, cadence 30 strokes per minute. Great. Come up with me. Stay seated. Not bad at all. Keep it up. You are doing great. Let's not get carried away with the cadence. It's crucial to keep a steady rhythm to ensure clarity in our communication. Ensure the handle is flat, keep your fingers relaxed, and maintain a good steady pace throughout the process. Pull the handle towards your body, keeping it flat. Keep your chin up behind. That's it. Make sure not to lower your chin towards your chest. Awesome. Great indeed. And immediate attention for recovery now, please. Oh! Recovery and complete. Achieving a full range of motion. We gradually and safely lower the intensity. We just completed the sequence at a cadence of 30. Next, we move on to the sequence at a cadence of 32 strokes per minute for 1 minute. Start the wheel. Attention. Join me, my friends, as we embark on this journey together. Let's carefully validate block number 2 as a team. Excellent work, everyone. All right, cadence 32. We're increasing gradually because there's no point in going up too fast. We're there. We're keeping the cadence. That's great. This is good. I love this type of session. It's progressive. At the same time, it packs a punch. Always watch the speed, like when driving, cycling, or walking, to ensure safety. All right, there you have it. The speed is quite good and consistent. You should be feeling the burn in your thighs by now. Keep going and stop when you feel it's enough. Wow! Now we have a 1 minute recovery. Well done for just holding on through this second block. The first 30 seconds of recovery, there, we can relax a little bit more in terms of form, in terms of how we position ourselves. It's just simply about bringing down the pace, the heart rate, overall, simply overall. We take the time to breathe intentionally. Then during the following 30 seconds of recovery, we return to normal, hand on the handle. We regain our range of motion both forward and backward, Not much intensity, just a nice, slightly relaxed movement. We start block number 3. It is alternating. 45 seconds of effort, 15 seconds of recovery. It's harder than night effort with 30 seconds of recovery. We'll start at a cadence of 24 and go up to a cadence of 32. Pay attention now. Cadence 24 strokes per minute. Yes, we're indeed there. Not really bad. With a nice grip that pulls to the body. Great. We finally arrived at our destination after quite an experience. Now we can take a moment to appreciate the effort it took to get here and enjoy the journey that brought us. If you push really hard at the beginning, you will feel the abdominal work. At a cadence of 24, we are still really focusing on muscular effort. But it's up to you to engage. If you don't push hard at the beginning, you won't feel it. The other thing that will help you feel the abdominal work is to keep your arms well stretched and straight. These 2 points, leg explosiveness and stretched, tense arms, will definitely help you engage your abdominal belt more, and then will become good looking. Stop, recovery. We even did a little bit more indeed, a bit more detail. It's not a big deal at all. We're recovering quite well from the situation, and everything is gradually getting back to normal. All right now, cadence 26 strokes per minute. So we even did a minute of effort earlier. It's not a big deal. We gained a bit of extra time. So now cadence 26. But here we will definitely make sure to do 45 seconds as planned. That's awesome. The dynamic's very great. Be careful not to get carried away with the cadence. We don't aim for high cadences, but focus on muscular work. At 24-26, we're still in the muscular range. Go. 50 seconds of brief moments of recovery time. It goes by in a very short period of time. Next, cadence 28. Now we start the wheel. Attention. This one, cadence 28. I warned you that the recovery periods would go by quickly, and that as we progress through the blocks, it would get increasingly difficult. But if you can still hear me now, it means you're doing well. In the end, it doesn't matter what score you get, none of that matters, we don't care. The main thing is to complete it. Come on with me. We validate it together. And go. 15 seconds of recovery. We have 2 sequences left. Cadence 30, cadence 32. Let's do them now. We stay together as a consistent team. Let's spin the wheel. Cadence at 30 now. Come on, keep it steady and consistent. 30 strokes per minute. Not bad at all. Is indeed definitely going to throw the hands? Yes. So as usual, those who follow volumes 2, volumes 3, especially the grease burners programs, should normally be able to handle these sessions. You have the level now, you know this type of structure, it should work. Recovery. There's really just one more short sequence left at a cadence of 32. The whole Burners of Grease team is here, giving it our all, just like in the program. Dedicated and passionate in every way. Let's spin the wheel, everyone. Attention, cadence 32. Here we go. Come on now. That's great. Amazing job, team. Keep it up. The burner team from Greece with me is indeed actually not bad at all. Quite impressive, right? Even if you're not yet one of the advanced students, with me, We're all together. A large gymnasium with thousands of people. We're in rhythm. We're at cadence 32. Attention. We're going to pick up the pace because we're doing well. Now let's go. And go. Yes. From now on, there are those who will stop immediately and those who will do the recovery minute. Stay with me, there's a minute of recovery to do. The difference between the two is that one won't recover, won't be able to do another session, either right after or tomorrow. And those who have done this little moment of recovery with me can definitely do the session right after, or the one tomorrow, with me. It changes everything. Let me explain why. Because when we do this, we help ventilate the muscle, soak up the muscle acidity we've created, and therefore we'll have better recovery, a better recovery cycle. And studies prove it. If the recovery is active and done directly at the end of the training sequence, then the recovery is optimized by 5 times. I mean, it's 5 times, it's incredible. Great job sticking it out until the end of this session. It has been an immense pleasure. I hope you had a lot of fun. If not yet, you can download the 45-minute session in the description below. You're going to love it. Leave your email and I'll send it to your inbox. Until then, lace up your shoes, turn on the screen, and row. Bye.